Good day, everybody, and welcome to our podcast, Every Blonde Needs a Brunette, episode 3. I am Serene, and as you can see there, that is not Michelle. Michelle is busy and she could not sit in for this podcast, so I invited my friend Bianca, who used to be a blonde and seems to be a brunette at the moment. Welcome, Bianca.
It's actually now I'm a redhead.
Oh, you're redhead. Let me see. Show the hair.
Yeah.
Pull it forward. Oh, okay. I see the red. I see the red. Okay, so she went from blonde to brunette and now she's a redhead.
Yes.
All right. So welcome to the podcast and thank you for stepping in for us.
You are very welcome. Okay, so I'm the crazy redhead from Middlesbrough. Now, apparently, it's the worst town in the whole of the United Kingdom, so let's not go into that. But yes, I'm the crazy one that's here over the ocean from Serene.
And we knew each other from South Africa. I used to work for her dad, and then I worked for her mom, and then I worked for her dad again. But yes, they like family to me. That's a long story.
Well, I worked it out. It's about 21 years, Serene.
Really? That's a long time. Holy cow.
And I met you when Matisha was 6 months old.
Wow. And she turns 21 in October. 22, sorry. She turns 22 in October. Okay, well, I think before we get into our podcast and start with our news story, let's tell everybody to please go and grab your glass. Cheers. And join us as we just discuss everything. Cheers.
Well, I've been drinking the whole time, so I think that's very rude. Cheers.
Okay, well, everybody grabs a drink. So our first segment will be What's in the News, and today we have an article from the Mirror, and it says, Mum makes mortifying blunder when posting photo of cleaning hack on Facebook. So what happened here is that this poor mother cleaned her son's Lego and Hot Wheels display cabinet, and she did such a good job, and she posted it on Facebook, and it's gone viral, and it's made it to the Mirror. And guess why? The mother did not see the reflection in the glass, and she is standing there in her underwear. Now, I don't get how people don't look at what they are posting. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but your head is not full of crap 90% of the time. If you're a mom, speaking from a mom with too many kids to handle most of the time, you don't look for stuff like that. You're like, oh, I'm finished with the one task, let's move to the next, da 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 da. And then blunders like this come out. It's normal for a mom with kids.
But
to not
surely you
recheck.
can see before you post. But anyways, to me, this shouldn't have made news, because to me it's like she's in a bikini. You know, it's a bikini bottom. It's not like anything's exposed. So yeah, I don't think it's that embarrassing. I mean, if it had been negligee, you know, lingerie that everything was hanging out, I would say that would be an issue. Or she had been standing naked, that would have been an issue. But to me, this isn't an issue. I don't think it should have made headlines, but I thought it was quite funny because it makes me think of that lady in South Africa that posted the
Margriet.
yeah that posted the picture of her
Auntie Margriet.
her vajayjay. So this woman posted a picture of her vajayjay on the her child's school hockey club or hockey group, and yeah, it was obviously meant for her husband, but she accidentally sent it to the child's hockey group. And
You
this
think
just
and
made
you
me
hope it was for the husband. But
Yeah, they actually divorced now. Hey, we actually spoke about
hold
it.
it.
the other day, a friend of mine and we spoke about it. They divorced now because he just couldn't handle all the attention he was getting, and yeah. But she swears that it wasn't to somebody else.
Well, I don't think your hubby will divorce you if you made a mistake like that. There has to be something more. I mean,
That's
come on, all the men ranting and raving about your wives for JJ.
oh my
Yet you
gosh.
feel like a bloody king, man. Why do you want to get a divorce? You're like you're on the throne of it all. You've got the best. It's like, come on.
Oh my goodness, I felt so sorry for her, like seriously. But anyways, yeah, so like a couple of years. But obviously people posted it on Facebook, so it comes up on the Facebook memories, and then every year she gets bugged about it, so it's quite embarrassing for her. I actually feel sorry for her. But anyways, now this is going to happen to this woman each year too, but she's lucky because she's not really exposing anything. It's just she's in her knickers, they black, you can't see anything. At least she has got good manscaping or womanscaping, so there's nothing to be seen.
What do you think?
Well, you
I
can't
think
see
it's little
anything.
Mario. Is it the ghost? Precisely, that's what I'm saying. The little car with the little man in there is like nicely covering it all. So she's okay.
Okay, I didn't zoom in, so anyways. Yeah, now I'm going closer to see if I see anything, but she's fine.
Now everybody's gonna go closer to see what the hell is Bianca talking about.
I promise you
It's a
she's
little
fine.
red dot.
She's fine, she looks fine. So, oh my goodness. Okay, that's the end of that segment. Our next segment is called Reality Bites. Now, I need to say, just like Michelle, Bianca is not a reality TV fan. So she has watched one
Not
or
a
two.
fan.
She's
It's
not like
just
me. Like
No, actually, yeah. I mean, you are hardcore reality to a T.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you even
live
watch it
for
while doing your
reality.
makeup.
I do.
I've never even seen that in my life. It's like,
do.
whoa. I'm a reality TV watcher after the reality. So I hate waiting for shit. So, nah, I'll just do the reality after the reality.
You see, I keep up with so much. Oh, did you see the Kardashians are stopping?
I actually saw that. Russell saw it. And
Yeah.
he's told me, by the way, I've never even watched one episode, so
I
not even one.
I've watched quite a few. When they're on, I watch them, and because there was such a big thing about them. But they make me feel clever, so I like watching them because I really feel clever after I've watched an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Well, what does it tell you? Maybe we must be stinking stupid to be stinking rich, because holy crap, I'm doing then something
Or
wrong.
you might need to make a sex tape, because that's how Kim Kardashian made her name.
But that's easy shit. I don't think everybody wants to see my ass in a sex tape, so let's try something else.
Nobody wants to see my wobbly bits, I can guarantee you that.
Nah. So, let's scrap that idea.
Cheers. I'll cheers you on that. Okay. So, I have been watching this week Big Brother US, and I discussed this last week, and they had another eviction. They actually evicted this one girl that I really liked. I didn't like her, but now I like her. Her name's Bailey, and they evicted her. So the next one I'm watching is Love Island, but it's Love Island US. Have you ever watched your UK version? No.
No.
Okay.
I'm thinking, what have I watched? I've watched Sex My Ex, or Ex on the Beach, or Sex on the Beach.
X on the Beach.
I've watched that one.
Okay.
See, I'm getting there. But
Now-
that was also a rerun.
Now, do you know how Love Island works?
No, not really.
Oh, they go into a villa, and then they have to couple, and then they fall in love and whatever, and whoever the best couple wins the prize or whatever. So I'm watching the US version one. They're quite far into it now, and there's a black girl on there that I absolutely adore. I think she's the prettiest of them all, and she's so cute. She's so nice, and she's had such a bad time in there. Like, she has had the worst of the worst all the time, but now she's got this nice guy, and things seem to be working out there. So I'm quite excited. I'm like, yay! I want them to win.
You know, you like woof with me when it comes to reality because you name drop like it's my sister next door, and I'm like, oh, sorry.
Okay, let's talk about the one you watch.
No. It's just very interesting because you get so passionate
I
about
do.
it, and then
I
it actually
love
makes
these
me want to
things.
think maybe I actually have to actually start watching this because it's like you get a person so like, what the hell's she on about? But okay, let's go watch it so we can actually see what
It's
she's on about.
exciting. I love it. I live in these things. Like, I don't know. I'm such a reality. Like, I listen to podcasts on Big Brother. I listen to the podcast about Love Island. I love Survivor. I just love all these strategy things and stuff. Love Island isn't anything strategy. That's just people just like
Pumping in the boss.
no, they don't actually. Well, actually, they do. Yeah, some of them do, and some in the shower, and when the lights go off and whatever. But that's not why I watch it. I just watch it for the drama.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm dead sure.
I'm watching it.
If I want that, I live in Amsterdam. I can see that anywhere here.
Yeah, okay,
I
true.
definitely don't want it on my TV. So anyway, so yeah. But that's my reality TV, and that's what I've been watching. I know you watch RuPaul, and I love RuPaul. They were
Oh, I
supposed,
love him.
I think it was Trixie or whatever was supposed to be coming here, and Courtney Act,
Yeah,
she was supposed to be coming here.
I'm not a fan. But
Oh,
now I'm talking
I
as
love her, but she was on Celebrity Big Brother, so
there you go.
But I love her. I love her. Shane is his real name, but I love him. And he was supposed to be coming here, but now obviously someone ate a bat and Corona happened, so it's not happening. So I'm quite pissed off.
I know we would have actually gone to one of RuPaul's shows or something this year.
You were
You
supposed to come
planned it.
here for that. Exactly. So, yeah, well, that didn't
I
happen.
know, I showed Dad this whole RuPaul thing. If you want to see a German now, thinking what a load of shit he's watching, show him that. He was gobsmacked with the crap. But for him, it's crap. And I'm like, Dad, I understand that.
I
Where
loved
you
it.
coming from. For me, it's entertaining because it's their graft, it's their work, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
And I love how they do makeup. I can't even do a proper eyeliner without going somewhere into my brain. But with them, they just paint and polish and all of it. Mom as well, just thinks it's. She's like, "Are you watching RuPaul again?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." That's my guilty pleasure. It's only because, but also the bitch fighting that men can have. I think it's so cool.
You know what got me is when I started watching RuPaul, I think this must have been 4 or 5 years ago. It took me about almost half a season to realize that the guy that talks and goes out and talks to them when they're getting dressed and whatever, RuPaul, is actually the woman that
Ach nee, Serene.
I seriously, like, I wasn't paying attention. It was like playing in the background, and I was like sort of watching, so you work and watch or whatever. And it's only when I sat down, because I always saw this guy, and then I saw the girl, and I saw the guy, and I never really sat down and watched it. And then the one episode when I actually sat down and watched it and wasn't like listening to it the whole time, I realized, my gosh, it's the same freaking person. And he's gorgeous. Have you seen how tall he is?
He's about 6 foot.
He is
2 or 3.
so tall. So tall. I've seen him next to a lot of the people. He's so tall. I couldn't believe how tall he was.
Apparently, it's rumored because of COVID, everybody was podcasting and doing the Zoom meetings and all of it. It was rumored that he actually can't do his makeup like the rest of the guys.
Really?
That's why he wore a full-on, it looked like a wrestling mask. I was disappointed because I love him to pieces. In the pre-elimination, with the catch-up and reunion and all of it, he had like this wrestling mask on, no makeup, nothing. And then I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's just a statement for coronavirus. And then on the night of whoever won, he had again this stupid glittery mask thing on. And then it came out somewhere, there's a, not conspiracy, but it's basically said that he can't really do his own makeup. That's why he's got a whole team doing his
Wow.
makeup and his hair. But that's weird because in the movies he played, because you must actually watch, he's got a movie with Rue and AJ. You'll enjoy it.
That's on Netflix. I've seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Look
I've
at
seen
it. It's actually very cool. There it looks like he's doing his own makeup, but again, it's a movie. It's just, okay, that's what they're saying. I was disappointed with him in that. But,
I don't think that he could be such a well-known drag queen and he can't do his own makeup. I don't think so. I don't know. Somehow that's just not making sense for me.
But I've got an idea. I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think maybe he had plastic surgery or something in between and he hit it with it.
Could be.
That's my conspiracy mind.
That could be. Okay, so I think that wraps up our reality bites. Our next segment is what's on the box. And I think you can tell me more about that because I really don't watch so many series as we have determined. I did finish watching Lucifer and I started watching Chesapeake Shore and I'm quite enjoying that. I'm on season 4.
Yeah, there's a
Episode
season
2.
5 coming out. I think I watched it, but it could be my baby brain saying it's baby brain. My baby's turning 1. Thinking that I actually created this whole love story in my head, but I know there's a season 5 somewhere.
Okay, so I have to tell everybody, Bianca and I had this conversation before we did the podcast, and I said to her, what's she watching? And she said, no, she's watched Chesapeake Shore until end of season 6 or whatever. And I was like,
5,
end of
5.
season 5. And I was like, really? What season are we on? And I saw we were on season 4. So I don't know if there's even a season 5 yet. But Bianca's watched it.
I've watched it, people. If you want to know the ending, phone me. Anything is possible in my mind. Okay.
Okay, so what we've determined is that season 5 is still not out on Chesapeake Shore. All right. Is there anything else that you've been watching?
I'm already FBI.
Huh?
Don't what? You're pointing.
Don't spoil. Don't spoil Chesapeake Shore for me. That's what I mean. Don't give me spoilers.
I will not.
Okay.
No. I won't do
What
that.
are you watching?
I'm really on the next one.
Okay. So
FBI.
tell me about it. FBI.
It's about FBI. Yeah, it's FBI. It's just straightforward FBI.
Is that a British series?
It's actually cool. No, it's an American one. There's a few American actors.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So tell me what FBI is about.
Just your basic FBI, look for the bad guys, shoot the bad guys type of thing.
So it's a series.
Yeah, it's a series. We're very much into the whole CSI,
So I love
FBI,
that.
all of those things. You'll actually enjoy FBI. That's one of the things that you'll enjoy. And then Stumptown is another one you definitely have to watch.
Stumptown.
Yeah, Stumptown. It's about this chick that comes back from the army, and she fucks up everything in her life.
Is it a British one or is it US?
No, it's English. I'm trying to think now. Can I Google quickly what the chick's name is?
I'm going to go and Google now.
Yeah, I'm Googling on the phone. What happens is that Stumptown, there we go. It is, what's the chick's name that's in it?
One word. Stumptown.
Stumptown, you'll see it, Stumptown. It's an American drama series. And it's placed by Kobe Smulders. She plays in a few movies, eh?
Let me see images. Oh, she's in How I Met Your Mother. She's Canadian.
Yes, man.
Yeah, she's
There we
Canadian.
go.
Yeah, she's from
Oh,
How I
yeah.
Met Your Mother.
Now,
I've never heard of this. I'm going to go and look
you
for
have to
this.
watch it. It's
Is it
flipping
on
brilliant.
Netflix or is it on your Sky
Oh,
TV or
I think
whatever?
it's on our Sky TV on our
It's
Virgin
okay.
box.
I can go. I've got a streaming place. I can go and
Go
look
look for it because she was in the army and she comes back and she screws up everything. She's a gambler and she's a drinker and nothing works out for her. So she goes into private eye investigations. But she's not really made for it because her heart is too soft. She's
So
got a
then, why
little...
does she do that? What makes her go into it?
Because she's good in it. She's absolutely good in it.
Oh,
That's the one
okay,
thing she
okay.
finds. And what's nice for me, Mom actually likes it as well, is that her brother has got Down syndrome. So, so he plays a big part in this movie as well. And it's actually me being in the Down syndrome community with little Micha. You can actually see it's like very enlightening to see that kids with Down syndrome can actually become actors and do their thing and how he acts and what he does, and he gives everybody shit in the movie and he wants to do his thing and he wants to move out, and it's actually very good. It plays a lot around her, but then her brother is a big part of her
Big
life.
character, yeah.
Yes, it is actually very interesting. Mom actually picked it up. No, I didn't. She told me about it. Absolutely fell in love with it. And so I think that's one thing you'll enjoy as well.
Yeah, I've made a note. I'm going to go and look for it tonight when I go to bed.
Another thing that I'm actually watching from the beginning is Ghost Whisperer.
That's with Jennifer Love Hewitt. No,
Yes.
is it Love Hewitt?
Yeah, I
Jennifer
think it's
Big
a-
Tits.
No.
We used to call her Jennifer Big Tits.
Well, I don't think she's got that big tits in the movie, but I'm not that way inclined, so I wouldn't have noticed. But it could be.
Okay.
So I'm watching that from actually beginning to end again because that's on a rerun at ours here as well.
The black lady is also with her, right? What's her name?
It was only in series 1. I think maybe part of series 2 in there.
I'm thinking of something about an angel or something. Oh, anyways, okay. I think I've got my
Yeah, no, yeah,
series.
you a little bit shitty with your series, eh? So you throw that reality name.
Not all of them. Not all of them. I remember some.
You're good with the names. You're better with the names than where I am. And then we're actually watching the Piers Morgan with Murder Woman.
Oh, that's on Netflix.
Yes. It's actually very... Some of those women are just like...
That's reality series, by the way. That's reality. It's real life.
I just thought it's like a documentary, but okay.
It's real life. Have you watched that documentary about the staircase or something like that?
No, not yet.
If you can find it on Netflix, find it. It's a documentary.
Staircase.
It's so good. It's so good. It's about a guy who's accused, but it's a true story, and he's accused of murdering his wife by throwing her down the stairs or whatever. She's found by the stairs. And it takes you through his trial, and I think the trial took, I watched this about 6 or 7 months ago, but it goes through his trial, and then you think, is he guilty? Isn't he guilty? Is he guilty? Like, it's so good. It's so good. But you hear it from his perspective, and you still don't know whether he's guilty or not. I think he's as guilty as hell. But anyways, but make up your own mind. So, but it's so good. It's so good. It really is. You must watch it. The staircase.
Okay. No, I made a note. Russell and I, because the big thing is at night I'm just getting the babies to sleep, so we watch this in the background, and then we have to put on his milk at night, and then we have to stay awake. So eventually we get to bed at 10. But that's what we're on now. And there's a new thing, Take Me Out. It's like a game show type of thing where a single guy comes in, and there's a panel of 30 girls, and then they put the
where they press the button.
I love it.
I like it.
Oh, bloody hell.
I've seen that.
I feel like a genius compared to some of these girls.
Of course, and some of these people are... I don't want to be mean, but
they're not the sharpest pencil in the whole packet.
Yeah, the lights aren't always on.
They might just be a crayon in a pencil packet.
Yeah, so anyways. Let's
I
not
loved it.
let's not judge. They make good TV, and that's what counts, right? Because people like us watch it.
Like I told you, maybe we're too clever for ourselves. If we dumb down a bit, get a big breast, and just slim down, we could be millionaires.
Excuse me, get big breasts. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I don't
mean,
want any bigger.
well,
I'm done.
you're more there than me.
Whatever. Are you saying I'm dumb?
You just go woohoo! No, but you're like a quarter of the way more there than me. I've noticed. I'm not dumbed down yet, and all of it. So you at least you step in front.
Yeah, no thanks. No, I'm good. I'm good alone, thank you.
3,
good
get out of your comfort level and go, and you'll get your millionaire.
No, if he doesn't have a private jet, I don't want him. Thank you very much.
Told you, he's looking.
And a private jet's not going to help me much now, anyways, with COVID, because we can't go anywhere.
Told you, get out of the house, you'll find him.
I get out of the house. I'm getting a car now. Just by the way.
Oh, nice.
In 3 weeks' time, I'm getting a car. Yeah. So
which car?
I think it's a Ford Fiesta.
Oh, that's a cute car again.
I've decided I'm not happy with taking public transport with COVID. I keep getting panic attacks on the bus.
Yeah, no.
So I don't want to go anywhere because I'm getting panic attacks on the bus. So I just decided I've quit smoking. I'm not spending money on cigarettes, and now the money that I used to spend on cigarettes, I am now paying for a lease car.
Cars in Europe is so much cheaper. You could have gotten a second-hand one, really.
Well, no, I'm actually leasing it because.
But that is better.
It works out better here because it includes your maintenance. It includes new tires. It
Insurance
includes
as well.
everything. Yeah, insurance, your road taxes. It includes your services. It includes everything. The only thing you need to pay for is your fuel.
Yeah.
And
don't go over your mileage.
Yeah, and you don't go over your mileage. And but you see, I got the package where you can adjust every quarter. You can adjust your mileage.
Oh,
so
cool.
You can, yeah. So, and also what they do is, if they have to change your tires, or if the car goes in for a service and whatever, they give you a replacement car. So, I've just the point being is I cannot do public transport anymore. It really is kicking up my anxiety. And I really don't have anxiety, but I am getting panic attacks on the bus. So I just decided, that's it. I'm getting a car. Like, I don't need a car, but I now need a car. I've been here almost 3 years without a car, and it's never bothered me, but now I need a car. It's done.
When are you 3 years there?
June 17. I was in what month are we in?
October. No, shit. September.
See, I've been in lockdown so long, I don't even know what freaking month it is. Okay, so I've been here 3 years. I came here in June 2017. So I've been here 3 years.
Almost 3 years here in the UK. That's what I'm thinking. But you're really there.
So I've been here 3 years, yeah. So, anyways.
And then hopping back on the bus of movies. Rewind a few little back. And then we type so many things. It's hectic because we just tick it off as we go. And we finished watching now the full CSI 1 to 15 again.
Yes, that's an investment.
No, you know what? We had it here. If you type it on your Virgin, it logs it off.
I mean a time investment. That's like 15 seasons of 24 episodes.
How many times was I pregnant?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, point taken.
Yeah, point taken. So yeah.
Got you, girl. Got you. Man.
So
no comment.
That's what we're watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mind you, Zalisha was here for 3 weeks, and we again watched all the Friends, all 10 seasons. So I'm
and you gonna kick my ass, but I think I've only watched about 10 episodes ever.
I don't want to just speak to the hand.
Yeah, you keep on disconnecting our friendship because of that, and connecting the 5 minutes later again. So, give you 5 minutes. It's like, shake it off, baby, and then come back.
Oh, I think we
I'll
should get off
eventually
this
watch
topic. I think we
I'll
should get off
eventually
this
watch
topic.
it. You know, when we're in our old age home together and you've got that kitty smashing my head in, I'll watch it with you, okay?
Okay, well, I think we can just end the topic there, seeing as we're going to fight about Friends, and I think we should not fight on the podcast.
I'll try my best.
I understand. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Friends, but
It's not that I don't like it. I just didn't ever watch it. It just didn't come up. When I was in Australia, it wasn't on TV. Here, it's not on TV, except that now it's on Netflix. It actually only came out now on Netflix. You do know this. You know this. I'm talking to a friend, a maniac. But otherwise, I never actually got into the Friends because it was never there.
okay, but I think you should start watching it.
I think Friends should start paying you bloody well royalties. Because I think you've watched it more than anybody else.
You know that when Marco and I were married, season 10 had just ended, and I went to Musica in South Africa, and I bought the whole 10 seasons. And then it was still very expensive. So it cost a lot of money. And I bought the box set, all 10 seasons. When I got home and I told him that I'd bought it, he said to me, "I'm divorcing you. I'm divorcing you."
No, why are you divorced?
I keep on saying that's why we got divorced, is because I bought the box set of Friends. So funny. Now he sits and watches it with Zelisha.
Yeah, but hello, she's hooked on it like you. So Daddy will
Both my girls are. Both my girls are big Friends fans. Love Friends. Never grows old.
I'll watch it eventually. The day I actually finish a season, I will phone you.
The day you finish an episode, you can phone me.
Okay, true that.
Okay, let's end this segment of What's on the Box. So, okay, our next segment is TikTok Tales, and this usually is my favorite segment of the week because I love some of these funnies on TikTok. So, let's watch the first video and we will give comment. Watch the God. Sorry. He smacks that poor little girl, and you know, with a queen you're not allowed to talk, and you're supposed to curtsy, and you're supposed to be prim and proper, and this little girl's like, ow.
I'm actually imagining Annie turning around, kicking him in the shin top of things, because that's what I would do. It's like, what the hell?
Exactly. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. That poor little girl. I know we're not supposed to laugh, but I thought it was hilarious.
But he smacked the snot out of her because the whole hat went flying to Africa.
Oh, I think I've got a sixth sense of humor. I really do. I think it's so funny.
I think that's why we get along so well.
Oh, okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is the second TikTok, and listen carefully to what this guy is saying.
I just saw the little boy next door licking whipped cream off of his cat. I'm pretty sure he heard something he shouldn't have.
You know, I've seen it now 4 times, and it still gets to me.
It's so funny.
I'm just
so funny. I would die. Like, seriously, I would die. How do you explain that to your neighbors?
We ran out of ice cream.
And why are you putting it on your cat? Why are you licking whipped cream off your cat?
Because my cat wants whipped cream as well.
Off your pussy cat?
Oh man, yeah, cake.
Oh, it's so embarrassing. Okay, let's do number...
Well, some people might just think you've got a good love life. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
You want some peanut butter with that? Okay, go on.
Oh my gosh. Don't.
Oh no, dogs like peanut butter. Maybe cats do too.
No. Let's do number 3.
Next.
Okay, so this is the last one, and this is something, there's that Jerusalem song that is just making headlines everywhere across the world, and it's a South African singer, right? So there is a specific dance that needs to be done when you do Jerusalem. Now, this guy who I
Thought was
this
a
guy
woman.
does it. Yeah, this person does it. I don't know if he relates as guy, woman, so politically correct. This person has done it, but I don't think this person understands the Jerusalem dance. Watch this.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami
I can't. I'm dead.
Somehow we missed the last. I think he falls on his ass right there. Do you see the old skimmy shake and then
Yeah.
his legs? I think he
gutted
stopped.
himself.
I think so, because you can see. Look at his face. He's got like this prissy mouth. It's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna fall. I think he cut it right there.
Oh my gosh, but he's just, I don't think he understands the Jerusalem
Neither do I.
dance.
Explain it. I haven't even heard that yet.
Haven't you seen it?
No.
There's you must go and look all over the internet. It's all over, and TikTok and whatever. The schools are doing it, and the people on holiday in Greece are doing it, and
How
It's
the hell
just-
did I miss this?
it's
I really
special
have no idea
steps.
what you're
There's-
talking.
Like, remember the Macarena had its own
Yeah.
dance? Well, the Jerusalem dance exists.
Shit.
And it's like a TikTok
Okay.
challenge now. And I'll send you some clips of the Jerusalem dance.
I think so. I've never actually heard about it. That's why you were talking Jerusalem, and I'm like,
Okay, you do know the song's name is Jerusalem.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, okay, never mind. All right. Like, Bianca, seriously.
Serene, with 3 kids under the age
You
of
need to
4
stop
and
making kids.
teenagers.
You
And-
need to stop making kids so that we can...
But
we
it's
can-
well lekker! Once a year, by the way.
Like, I'm not lying, guys. Bianca was pregnant for 3 years in a row.
It was
Like,
3 and a
she just-
half. Can we just...
She just got off. Hang on, I'm pouring myself a drink.
No.
She just got off maternity leave, and then she would go on her next maternity leave.
Yes, no, that was a back-to-back oops.
She was pregnant a lot in the past 3 years.
3 times. You can't get more than that, really. Okay, you can, but
Okay, you're done now, right?
yes, I.
Or
Oh
you're having
no,
more
snip,
kids.
snip, all gone.
Oh, okay.
Please. I'm sending hubby as a second measure as well.
And she's got 3 kids, and she's got 2 stepsons too. So they're a family of 5 kids.
So we screwed in the new lockdown here in the UK because you can't be more than 6 people. But okay, Ethan's not yet at the
Oh, you
moment.
gotta send somebody home or somewhere. You gotta send them away because you're
At
more
least
than that.
Ethan's not yet at the moment, so luckily he's in South Africa, because I think they would have knocked on my door and taken 1 kid every week. Which one do you want this week? We have to take one.
Swapsies.
Yeah,
Swapsies
you're already
every
7. Give one. No, it's hectic because now it's max 7. 6. We would have had a party here for like 1, 2, 4. And we had to cancel it because Monday night it's the new rule of 6 coming in. And we just make the bread line. We can't even have the postman over for tea anymore. It's like all out.
It's bad.
Yeah, no, it
Bad.
sucks.
I just wish all of this would end.
One
I'm
day.
so tired of it.
I think
I'm
we
so
in the
tired
UK
of
are going to go
lockdown.
back into lockdown very soon. So I called it 2 months ago. Said we're going to have a second spike end of September. Well, I'm still holding to that.
We're there already. We've started closing borders again, and So, anyways, let's not go there. I mean, that's just so depressing. Yeah, let's rather have a sip.
Let's just drink. It's the only thing we did well in the lockdown.
Yeah.
It was funny. We actually did start walking, and there was some stuff on Facebook where the people were shaming people for like having the garbage out with all the bottles. It wasn't a joke. As we would walk around the block, everybody with the garbage out in their can. I'm telling you, I think there was more alcohol consumed in 2 months than I've ever consumed in my whole life.
Well, South Africa didn't have that luck.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're not there anymore.
Yeah, can you imagine if we were in South Africa?
Now, mom and dad's got a bar full still, so I think I would have been fine. Quiet.
Yeah. So, well, at least they've got cigarettes and alcohol again. But I was speaking to my mother-in-law the other day because Montisha's there with her at the moment. And I said to her, stock up. And she says every Saturday when she goes and buys cigarettes, she goes and buys a carton because she's not being caught like that again. And I said, alcohol, she's the same. They're stocking up because they know they're going to be caught again. They're going to go back. They're going to go back. They're talking about opening their borders soon. That's not going to happen.
As soon as that borders open, I told my mom, you are flying out. I do not even want to hear a ooh or a ah or a Barney, you flying
You know,
out.
I want to do that for Montisha, but she needs to get a visa first. So I can't get her immediately. But the minute they open those borders, I'm applying for her visa so that she can come.
But why didn't you get her a 10-year visa?
The EU doesn't do that.
Oh.
They do now. They do now. They didn't do it last year.
Okay.
Now they will. So, anyways, okay. That's the end of our TikTok segment, and we got sidetracked as usual. But that's the end of our TikTok segment, and our next segment is Seriously Scandalous, which is where we talk about celebrity scandals. And this week, I really want to talk about Ellen and what's happening with Ellen, because I used to be such an Ellen fan, and I'm so disappointed at what's happening. And the thing is, I suspected this for quite a while because I don't know if you know Nikki Tutorials. She does makeup. She's from the Netherlands. She was invited. She came out as transgender because somebody she knew when she was a guy. She transitioned in school already, so she's now very famous. She's got millions and millions of subscribers. But someone that was at school with her when she was a boy threatened to blackmail her. That he would expose her, and instead of letting that happen, she exposed herself. She came out on her channel, and so she got so much support. And of course she was invited to the Ellen show. She did her interview with Ellen, and she came back here, and she still had a lot of interviews here. And in the interviews here, she said it was horrible. She's never experienced anything like that it was rude and cold and horrible. She said she said she was really maltreated by Ellen and her staff. So, and then somebody obviously posted that tweet to say, I can see you busy with something else.
I'm actually focusing. No, I'm folding the thing here, but that's me focusing. I always have to keep my hands busy. So I'm actually focusing on what you're saying. Hello. Hold on.
Okay. So there was this guy that tweeted out he was going to donate a certain amount of money to each person that came forward about being mistreated by Ellen, and they just came in, and that's how it started, and that's how the investigation started. And all the things that are coming out, it's so disappointing, and I don't want to believe it, because I really am a big Ellen fan. I love Ellen, but you can't deny it. You cannot deny it. You can't. There's just too much evidence.
But what pisses me off about this is we've got all these stars and actors advocating for child trafficking and for this and for that and for abuse and for rape and for all of it. But none of them, in the how many years Ellen has run, has ever said something. And now all of a sudden, everybody's on this bandwagon. Now he's jumping. Now he's saying bad stuff. And now, where were you 5 years ago, 2 years ago, even a year ago? We could have stopped this abuse because you're so advocating all this abuse against people, women, kids, all of it, and you stand for human rights, but you allowed all of this to go on knowing how Ellen was. I can't understand it. What pisses me off is now because there's a wagon, everybody is on the wagon.
But the same happened with Harvey Weinstein. Everybody kept quiet about him. Everybody knew it was happening. They kept quiet about it, and they knew he was.
But that pisses me off completely about all of them.
They all just, that one girl from Charmed, Rose McGowan or something like that. When she came forward, all of a sudden everybody started coming forward, and it all started coming out.
Seriously, then why? It feels to me like a lot of these guys are very two-faced because they'll advocate for everything except where it's actually close to home. But then to get an extra niche in, they'll jump on whatever bandwagon comes along. I just think it's stupid. Okay, in general, the whole Ellen thing is very sad because Russell called her his second wife because he absolutely adored her and what she did. So he doesn't even talk about it anymore. And it's sad for me to actually know that somebody that did so much good is actually so bad as well. It's a human nature, I think. But it just
the yin and the yang, eh?
Yeah, but it just pisses me off that everybody's again on this bandwagon and everybody's got their 5 cents.
A lot of them are still protecting her. Like, and I watched the other day. I watched something on YouTube where they were there was a body analyst, that was analyzing some of the interviews she had done, and there was one that she did with Porsche, that Jennifer Aniston did with Portia and Ellen. So Jennifer Aniston was interviewing Portia and Ellen on the Ellen show, and it was their anniversary, and he was analyzing the body language, and he said there's big trouble in that marriage. And when he started pointing out the things, you thought, you know what, he's actually true. When you see the way, I mean, we don't know, we don't study things like that, but you could see, and there's things that he was saying, these are the warning signs, look at these warning signs, and he was showing them, and it's like, this actually makes sense. Like, you couldn't believe it. And ever since lockdown, she's been doing things on EllenTube, and she's not as funny as she is with a live audience. There's like some things that she says. I don't know if you've watched it. But
no, not yet.
Just some things that, like, she tries to carry a joke and she's not carrying a joke. It's different when you're doing stand-up comedy, and it's different when you're in a live studio audience when being at home and trying to do it. So you could see Andy, because she's got Andy, her producer, sitting outside, and you can see him forcing the laugh. You can see he's just thinking, well, that didn't land, And the problem is she records it live, so what gets done gets done. This is it. She can't hide it.
No, I haven't seen it.
But it's very sad. It's very sad to see that. Like, my kids grew up with Ellen. We watched Ellen. Oh, it used to be on at 6:00 in South Africa, and this used to be our thing, to watch Ellen together. And she always ended off with "be kind to one another," and now the "be kind to one another" just doesn't mean the same anymore because she can't even be kind. It doesn't make sense, and it's sad. It's like an era that's ended. Like, her show's been cancelled.
No, actually not. It's still going ahead. The guy from American Pie, the father.
Oh, yeah?
And his son. We watched it. There was except if he just took over from Ellen, but it looked like a new segment that started with him and his son actually doing the new Ellen.
Well, I don't think you can call it an Ellen show if there's
no Ellen. So I wonder what they're going to do, because they talked about having McIntyre in there and a few people on the Ellen show, but it's a name brand, so I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Move over, Felicia. The new one's coming in.
I think even if she keeps her show, I don't think she's going to recover from this. I
No, she
really
won't.
don't think she's going to recover.
Not easy.
don't.
This is scandal upon scandal. So this is huge.
This is big. I think her brand, because Ellen is built on a brand, and her brand was be kind to one another, and that brand's been damaged.
Yep. There's no more other brand that she can have.
No. So I don't think she's going to survive this. I think Ellen's in trouble. So sad. End of an era. But anyways, okay, so I think that's enough. That's just making me depressed. So let's move on to our next
I don't have
segment.
enough alcohol for it.
Let me have a sip because now I'm getting depressed. Look how quickly it's got dark outside.
Oh, same here. It is pitch black.
Yeah, I'm so used to it being like 11 o'clock. It only gets dark, and it's 9 o'clock now, and it's dark.
It's 10 to 8 here and it's dark.
Dark, yeah. Winter's coming. Oh, Game of Thrones, winter is coming.
I also haven't watched that one yet.
Oh, okay, let's just end this podcast and end this friendship because I can't deal with that. I can't. You need to watch that.
So shake it off, baby, and come back.
Oh,
You need
Let's move
people
on.
like me. Come on.
no, I don't. I need people like you to watch stuff so that we can talk about it.
Serene, how boring would it be if I would have watched everything? You wouldn't have been enthusiastic about selling it to me.
I would be able to talk to you about it, so don't bullshit me. You're not
But
selling
now
it.
you have to talk me into
I'm not
watching it.
talking you into it.
bad,
You're old enough to decide.
bad salesman. You'll be a shitty
This is why I'm not in sales. No. Okay. Let's do our next segment, which is Mommy Mysteries. And this is where we talk about why kids do things they do. And seeing as you have 5 kids, anything interesting happen to you this week that you want to know why kids do what they do?
This one I can't. It's like a whole. It's like the pussycat one. This one I can't mention. But the rest, why kids do what they do. There's every day something new happening. Little Michal has now learned that we hide the remote. So what he does now, with the TV there now, TV screen and all of it, and the table now behind it, we've actually put on the skybox. So now we hid the remote from him. So what he does now, he actually clambers over, pushes the button to change the channel, come back, and he watches the TV. And I'm thinking, dude, where the hell did you learn that? Because I didn't even know it actually existed. I thought it's on the old skyboxes and stuff that you could actually still press. And apparently he found the buttons on the thing where I still don't know now. For a 2-year-old finding that. And every day, it's not just a once-off thing, it's like every day. He watches this thing, some McDonald's singing in the background, it's like, nah, or bingo, or...
No, I'm tired, I'm done with this, I'm bored.
Clambers over the thing, presses the button, comes back, watches TV. You can see him thinking...
One of his older brothers taught him that.
No! Because they're as lazy as shit. They use the remote. Again, why do kids do what they do? They're lazy as shit. No, I've got no idea where he actually learned this. Peyton doesn't even know it. He just uses the remote. If the remote's not there, Mommy, the remote's broken.
Oh, shame. So Mommy must be the remote.
Yes, and I have to stand up, go to the toy room, and switch it over. Michal, no, screw it. Pop.
I'll do it myself. Clever boy. Well, I was thinking the other day, I was sitting here and I saw a photo of my mom, and she had her hair all tied up, and I often you've seen me, I tie my hair up over here, and I always used to hate it when people said to me, I look just like my mom.
And now you
just
love
like
it.
my mom. And now I love it, because my mom's passed away. I do love it. But that got me thinking about my 2 girls. Like, they hate being told you're just like your mom. They hate it. Like, they're me through and through. Like, Montisha's got the same same thing. She doesn't like. She's the same as me. She's got misophonia. She doesn't like people crunching near her. You know what I'm like with that.
I had to suck my eyes for
She's
this
got
podcast.
the same.
Thank you very
She
much.
doesn't. Exactly. She doesn't eat bananas like her mom. You know. So she's got a lot of my quirks that I have. She's got, and like any kid, like don't say I'm like my mom. And Celicia's the same. Like Celicia's got a lot of things too that is just like me. She's just like her mom, and she won't like. She doesn't like it. And I always think to myself, why do kids do that? Why don't we like to admit that we are like our mom? Like
I'm very
Montisha's
different.
my double. Montisha
Yeah,
looks
that's
just
true.
like me, but don't tell her that, you know. And it's just
think,
so funny.
But my family's always been weird. I mean, even people knowing, like, mom and dad, we've always just been actually weird compared to most people because we're just so close. For me, I actually loved it when they said, because mom and dad and everybody that knows me, they are my two mentors in life. They're my
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah.
for me, if they said that, there was like this niche, this little star. It's like, yippee, I'm doing something right. So when people said that, it's like, oh yeah, I know, I'm my mom's child. I loved it personally.
So that was basically my thought on why kids do what they do. Like I can't understand why when you're a kid you don't want to be like your mom. But I mean, you gave me another perspective of it.
Yeah, but
Some people
like
do
I
want to
said,
be like their moms.
oh yeah, mom and dad. I think it's because we are so close. I mean, be it me living in the Congo, Australia, or even I talk to my mom every day. We FaceTime sometimes 4 times a day. Now, a lot of people would think that's clinging on to mommy and that type of thing. But for me, it's just normal. It's just normal picking up the phone. Ma, this happened, or Ma, that happened, or it's weird for me working now from home and smashing it out because I was so used to in lockdown talking to mom 2-3 times a day and just FaceTiming and say, Ma, look at what I'm making. I'm making breakfast, making a jealous type of thing. And now it's down to only talking at night times, which is weird because it's like, but mom is like the FBI. If I do not talk to her within 24 hours, you can bet your ass that Russell will be called, David will be called, Olivia will be called. Where the hell's Bianca? And why doesn't she pick up her phone?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, she's bad. But good bad. Because
Yeah.
I know for a fact that if ever I go missing,
She'll
they'll
find
start looking within 6 hours of me disappearing and never mind wait 24 hours.
She'll
But
have Liam Neeson looking for you.
Oh, hell yes. And but that's the thing, and I think because we are so close as a family, and Olivia will also say it's just, I think, in general, mom also, dad also said, we're just weird to people being so close. We would
I don't
rather
think it's weird. I really don't think it's weird. Like Marco and his parents, his father's passed away, but Marco and his family are the same. They're just as close. So I don't think it's weird. I think it's just how each family is. But that does bring us to the end of our podcast. I would personally like to thank you for giving me some of your time to step in for Michelle, because I know you have kids to look after. And
just send Russell some fruit. No, not fruit. Biltong basket thingy.
for looking after the kids.
No, he's already asking. You know what? Did you guys actually start? Or are you just drinking and talking shit?
Well, both.
All of the above.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers. So
No, mine's empty, love. You're falling behind.
okay. Well, let's end the podcast then, and I thank you very, 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 very much for standing in for Michelle.
You're very
I
welcome.
really appreciate it.
Thanks for making me your number 1 guest.
Of course.
I'll be first for always.
And I'm going to end with the words that I always end with. And although some people might not do it and might not think it, I am ending with these words. If you can be anything in this world, be kind. Bye. Love you.
Bye.